Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to see a quick recap of all my previous video in Android Studio series. So if you have no idea about what I'm talking about, you can check out the playlist of Android Studio, and right now it's going to be a full stretch of whatever we have covered in the previous videos. So now I'm going to create a basic application which is going to be converting the kgs into pounds, basically a unit converter. It's not a complex application, it's a basic application. So in order to do that, I've created a project named unit converter, and right here I'm going to get into Java file, and I have my main activity.java and my main activity XML file. So here I'm going to delete the text view. I'm going to add an edit text button right here. So you can choose the type of text you're going to enter in. So I'm going to enter a number. So now after adding the edit text, right now let me get into design view, and here I'm going to set a background for this application. So let me say this as src or background to a image. Once after setting this image, I'm going to, and here I have to say another thing, that whatever resources file that you use in Android Studio, you should be in small letter to while importing it. So here I'm gonna give this as my background image. I'm gonna create an image view which is going to be having match parent and match parent. If you want, you can also restrain it, but it's not needed right now. So after this, I'm going to say src to be a color, and once after giving that, I'm going to close this tag, and once after closing, I'm going to change this color to a dull gray. Okay, this looks good. The reason that is because of we have to have the text in front of the image to be shown clearly, and if you are working in UI in any other applications, you will definitely know about this thing, but it's not the proper method of doing. We can use some other methods too, but this is very basic method of what we can use this with the knowledge that we have learned till today. So right now I'm going to right now I'm going to quickly create this UI. So here we have created a simple UI of whatever we wanted. So here I'm going to get the input from the user, and on the click of this convert button, I should convert the weight from kgs to pounds, and the output would be shown right here. So in order to connect all these things, I should get into my Java file and start doing that. So I need two things, by the way, while starting this. Number one is edit text, which is going to get the value from the user, and then number two is this button, which will convert the weight to pounds on the click of this button. And then third one is my text view. So here I'm going to say, so I should first add an ID for all these, and I have it. So here we have our edit text num2. So this is the ID of this edit text, and the button's ID is button, and this text view's ID is num. So let me get back here and say edit text, and private button, and private text view to be pound. So once after doing all these, I'm going to say set variable. So I'm creating a method, and here I'm going to So once after setting our variable, now we have to set an on-click listener for our button. So let me say set on click. So once after doing that, I'm gonna create this method. So right in here, I'm gonna say button dot set on click listener view open inside the braces. I'm gonna say I'm gonna convert the value. So in order to do, we have to know about the conversion of kg to pounds. So let me get into the internet, and right here you can see that we have 1 kilogram is equal to 2.20, and it goes on. So let me simply copy this number, this value, and right now let me get back to Android Studio. So now I'm going to get the value from the user. So in order to do that, I'm going to simply say int pound. So let me say this as a number. So int number is equal to, and when you talk about this, it's going to be a double value because double or float value, because we have decimal here. So when you convert it to a integer value, it will give an error if it has decimal, if it have decimal with it. So it's better to have double as the variable. So now let me say this as double dot parse double. Within here, I'm going to say edit text dot get text dot to string. So once after getting this, I should have the calculation done. So in order to do that, I'm going to create another new variable, which is going to be pound equals to the number into the value of pound. So basically here you have 1 kg is equal to this much. So it's going to be 2 kg, it's going to be the multiple of 2 into this value. So then we'll get the pound for our kgs. So let me just, after converting this, I should show the pound value to the user. So in order to do that, I'm going to say, if it is pound and pound, it would be a problem. So I will say int double p, and here I'm going to say pound dot set text to be p. So there you'll have another issue, because we are actually, it's a string variable, it asks for a string variable, but you are sending a double variable, because you have two options. One is to pass in a string so that it would be converted. It would automatically, Java would automatically typecast the double variable to a string, or you can yourself do that by saying string.value of double p. And once after doing this, you're good to go. So now let's test our application. So now we have our application running successfully. So here I can enter the value that I wanted. For example, let me say this is 23, and when I hit in convert, it should convert the value. And in order to check if my application is working properly, let me get into the internet and say 23, and you can see that we have the value perfectly matching. So that's it for this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.